Now then, people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are watching it. It's time for your Leeds United versus Bristol City preview. Already promoted Leeds United will continue our fight for the championship title tomorrow, Monday evening, 8 o'clock. Make sure you're tuned in to the Just Joe Football Show for the watch along. Look, Burnley won yesterday comfortably against QPR. We did a watch along, we switched it off. Yeah, they coasted through them. Look, we need to win both our games now. This is where we're at. Because they'll beat Millwall on the last day at home, Turf Moor, 100. So in order for us to get, win the title, we have to win both these games, starting with playoff-bound Bristol City. Okay? Now, I'm quite confident going into this game, have been for weeks, and I'll tell you for why a little bit later on. Leeds, obviously, still aiming to beat Burnley to top spot. That's what we want to do. And not only that, hit that 100-point mark, okay? We got our return back to the Premier League. It's relaxed. The fan base is chill. Fifth, we get the parade. No one even watched Sheffield United. No one's asked anymore. So it's all good, man. The camp is good, and it's back at Elland Road, the last home game of the season, right? Bounce it. Bristol City, on the other hand, want to confirm a top six finish. A win for them would secure that. A point's not quite enough. I still think they might get it because, of course, Coventry play Middlesbrough on the final day, but a win would all but secure it. Well, it would. Now, of course, this past week hasn't been as good as we'd have all liked because the manager's had to come out and deny rumours of his imminent dismissal, right? He's had to do that. However, if he were to win these last two games, starting with Bristol City, he will write his name in the club's history because he will get 100 points with 2 more points. That'll be the very first time Leeds United will have had 100 points. And of course, given our goal difference, which at the minute, it was 14 before this weekend's games, it would wrap up the title, right? Win them both. The goal difference is too big. We win it, right? Won't surprise me if we go and slap someone else 6. It is what it is. This is what we do. Now, we did have a goalless draw back in October against this side at Ashton Gate, but we're at Elland Road. We're at Fortress Elland Road. And no team in the Championship knows about Fortress Elland Road more so than Bristol City. Leeds are unbeaten in 10 games against Monday's opponents. We haven't lost in 10. The last time we lost was a 1-0 loss down at Ashton Gate in 2016. And we've played a lot. We've played a lot by the 2 seasons in the Premier League. So history's certainly on our on our side. And not only that, Bristol City have lost 8 of the last 9 away games at Leeds. So we're not talking draws here. Their last league win at Elland Road dated back to November 1979, when I was just a twinkle in my dad's eye. And much like you actually know. My viewership's quite old. You were probably there. So Leeds, unbeaten in 10. The last win at Elland Road, 1979. And not only that, folks, Liam Miller's Bristol City have won just one of their last 14 championship away games. They were beaten last time out 3-1 by Luton at Kenilworth Road. Told you a point was there. Was not bad, by the way. Point down at Luton is not bad because they walloped Bristol City 3-1 at Kenilworth Road last time out. 1 win in 14 away from home is not great for Bristol City, especially when you come into Fortress Elland Road. Now, they do have the playoffs in their sights. I think it would be the first time in the top 6 for them since 2008. And considering everything that's been going on around Liam Manning this year, it's a great achievement, and I hope they do it. Big up to Kieran, who's a regular watcher. I hope you do it, mate. But you will not win this game. You will not win this game. Leeds, I'm not too sure on the injury front because, of course, the press conference was absolutely just taken over by the talks of Farke's future. We know that Pascal's out, foot, due to injury. However, we didn't get an update on Joe Rothwell. He was supposed to be back in the mix. Will he? I'm not too sure. Could play him, in this game if he is, and have Gruev on the bench. Genuinely could, and that'd be all right. But I do imagine it'll probably be the same 11 that beat Stoke City 6-0. I mean, why would you change that? Hopefully, as well, Pirro can add to his tally. He ended a 9-game goalless streak with 4 against Stoke City, and that took him top of the Championship Golden Boot rankings We want him to win the Golden Boot as well as us winning the title. That will be sweet. Bristol City have several absences to deal with as well. Left back Pring, he's set to miss the final 2 games. He picked up a hamstring injury against Luton. Joe Williams is out. And they're also waiting on Scott Twine to get back to full fitness, who scored a few goals for them this season. He's played less than an hour across the last 3 games, so he's clearly trying to get back up to full fitness. So up front, it'll probably be Naki Wells and Mehmeti. Don't mind Mehmeti. Naki Wells is just one of them championship strikers who's been around since forever. A bit like... Sorry, Dorigo. Wasn't even Dorigo. I dropped Gary Speed. Sorry, Speed. Yeah, Naki Wells reminds me a bit like Tom Ince. They've played for everyone in the championship. They're just there. They are just championship. Now, I do think Leeds United will win this game quite comfortably, which might shock a few people because everyone just sees Bristol City top 6 and they go, well, it'd be a tough game, that, because that's what they've been saying for a while. And I always just believe we'll pick up 3 points in this because we are their kryptonite, yeah? I've seen Bristol City be good over many seasons, but always struggle against Leeds United. And we've always looked quite comfortable. Now, since 2010, we've racked up 15 wins in the head-to-head against them. They've won just once. And I believe that will continue on Monday. Leeds United will win. Not only have they only one win in 14, they've only won 4 away games all season. Leeds United have lost 4 all season. They've only won 4 away from home. Just to put that into context, that's nothing. Everyone's lauding about our champion, our clean sheet record. If we don't concede in the next 2, by the way, we're one of the best defences ever apart from Burnley. So to lose only 4 games is like crazy, but they've only won 4 away from home. So I don't see how they can halt this Leeds United side that's going for the title, has that steely determination, ambition. You heard that when we got promoted. Ampadu says, we are not done. We are not done. Farker downplayed it a little bit. I just think that's like, look, relax if we don't win, But I think we will. I think we'll win quite comfortably. I don't know how Bristol City, with injuries, having had a terrible record on the road, can come to Ellen Road and halt the free-flowing Leeds United. I just don't see how it happens. So I do think Leeds United will win the game, and I'll say 2-0. Will we see Harry Gray again? Maybe Mateo Joseph. I'm not too sure. Will Dan James start? Probably. I think it'll be the same 11. Totally cool with that. If Rothwell starts, also totally cool with that. Win this game, and then we've only got to beat Plymouth on the last day, who they're still in with a shot, but the goal difference is far too big for them to be able to swing. So Plymouth are down. So, yeah, it's game over for them. So you would expect us to win. Win these next 2, we win the title, we get 100 points. Don't concede again, which would be sweet, because then we get the second best championship defensive record ever, plus 100 points, having scored over 90 goals, I'd imagine, at that point. What a season by the man, Daniel Farker, my manager, your manager, our manager, Leeds United's manager, taking us back to the Premier League as championship title winners. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.